All right, Barlow Brigade. Welcome back to the international headquarters for everything Barlow. It's old Big Jib coming at y'all. Went out to the mailbox a while ago and had a little package out there, and it was something. Anyway, let's go ahead and just get this pocket dump out of the way. First of all, got my 1962 Zippo Slim with my initials on it. Found this on eBay one night about 2 o'clock in the morning. Had my initials on it, so I had to buy it. Number two, second thing we got coming in here is my constant glucose monitor. Most of y'all know that I'm diabetic, so I have to keep that with me. It keeps me healthy and it keeps me happy. Let's look at, we got a little modern carry. I was down at Deep South Cutlery and looking in the dungeon, came up with this bad boy. It's a little advertising knife for a pawn shop here in town, and but it's a Sarge, and I've had my eye on these for a minute, so picked this up out of the dungeon. Of course, that's where that knives, most of them that are got a little salt on them, come from, or where they go, and I'm very fortunate in the fact that I can go down there and Brother Billy Ray and Brother Seth always treat me pretty nice on they do a lot of trading with me, and I appreciate that. And but I gave it a little spa treatment. It popped right on in there. I ain't very good on the old flickers, but there that one is. Coming in number two, got a little holler to Mr. Mr. Edwards, who gifted me this Omar. It's an easy open slimline trapper from Omar from Japan. It's I hadn't loved on it yet, but I'm gonna love on it. Try to see if I can't, put a little 1,000 grit on that blade and get it. He's already got it. It's hair popping, but he's got it. It's clean. It's just a great example of the Japanese knives that were made during the time after the war when the U.S. was putting a lot of money into their economy. Okay, coming in last, we got the old, me and I like my old half hawk there. That's a carbon steel 2. Got carbon steel blades, starting to get a little tinners on there, but really can't beat that. It's a sway back design, and this blade pattern that is in this knife, I'll make a few more comments on that particular blade pattern when we get into the body of the discussion today. Of course, before we get to that, I got a couple of, y'all know me, I like shouting out the boys. So first up, let's see if I can find it here. Yep. My old partner, Mr. Wiley at Big Fish 7334. He was the first, I want to say young, and that's not mean their age, but the YouTubers that start their channels, and I reach out to them with a gift. I usually give them a gift and give their wife a gift to welcome them into the brotherhood. I do this solely out of my heart. I don't expect anything. Y'all will see how that changed here. Well, it's changed quite a bit, guys. My channel has really blown up since the Ellaville Knife Show. Shout out to the Knife Doctor. Coming in number 2 is, in this channel, this guy commented all the time in my videos. Always was very thoughtful in what he said. And the other day, I did a thing about a Remington. It was the Master Guide series. This big old honking trapper, with two, got a pin blade and a spear point blade. Just an awesome knife, made in I think '93 or something like that. But anyway, this man told me he was going to do a video on it and suggested that I watch it. Of course, I did. I follow him and watch him. But he's on Facebook and YouTube. I will leave a link to him. His name is Kodiak Edge. An absolute man. I did a pretty deep dive on that Remy, but nothing like this man did. If you really want to know about the Master Guide, you go over and check out Kodiak Edge. This man, he knows knives. He knows he builds knives. He makes knives. Some awesome slip joint pliers. I mean, just unbelievable. I did a pretty heavy binge watch on his content, and was glad I did. Okay, I have one cleanup. On my I always have a schedule of what I'm gonna do. One cleanup. Jedi Jim, in his thing the other day, he also sent me this prayer bracelet. That's 33 knots. That one for each year that Jesus was on Earth. There's a bead on there that has the Mother Mary and baby Jesus in that bead. And I've had this on ever since it came out of the box. I put it on it, and I've prayed with it on several occasions. What you do is you count the knots. You make a prayer for somebody, and then you count a knot, and then you make a prayer and count a knot. This is really a great thing. I love everything that Jedi Jim sent me, but this was the thing that really made it pop. Okay, I went to the mailbox. There was a package out there. Very modest looking little package. I covered up all the information to make sure to protect the innocent. Inside that package was a very heartfelt note sent to me by the gentleman that sent it to me. It's a handwritten note about things in his life. You'll also notice there's a blood spot on the back of it. Well, that's right. Now, because I'm going to tell you, and you'll know the reason I'm going to tell you this. I was like an old mama cur dog, just had 12 puppies. I was walking around, man, wagging my tail. Son, I didn't know what to do. I am truly blessed, y'all. I am truly blessed. So let's get into the gentleman that sent this to me. Take a look at this guy right here. You see that face? That's old Briar Patch right there. That's Mr. Chuck. I think it would be to your advantage if you went over there and paid Mr. Chuck a visit and like and subscribe to his channel. He is as down home and honest, God-fearing, knife-toting, opinionated individual as you'll find. And I am truly blessed that I can call him my brother in blades. Now, a lot of people they have their opinions about being called a redneck. Well, down here where me and Mr. Chuck are from, well, that's a compliment. It means that we were born by the grace of God in the South. We live in the South, and we're blessed to be there. It don't mean that we have racial bias or we have this bias or that bias or anything else. It just means that we are blessed to be in this part of the country. Now, the way the crow flies, I'm not 45 minutes away from Mr. Chuck. And if you got to drive over there, it's about 52, 53 miles, which I hope someday that I get to press the flesh with Mr. Chuck. Okay, and there ain't no need making y'all wait no longer. I'm going to show y'all look at the bolster on this knife. Any y'all out there know what that bolster goes with? Both sides of it. Okay. In my world of Barlow's, the Schrade Grail knife, which I hate to use that term because I could go buy one if I wanted to go out and drop the coin to get it. But as cheap as I am, as frugal as I am, it's just hard for me every month to go. I try to buy one banger every month. Like the Remy was my banger for last month. And this month, I've already got scheduled what I want to buy. And I'm not talking about no $200-300 knife. I'm talking about a $40 to $100 knife, something that I can afford. But I can't do that but once a month. Anyway, this is a 506 Schrade scrimshaw knife. Now on this side, and by the way, see there, I'm still bleeding. When I cut myself with this stun gun, I did it right. I was reading this note and just opened it up, looked at it, and closed it, and I had my finger right on the end of it like that, and it did a pie cut right out of the finger, right outside of my finger. Now on this side, now on that side, you take and you get your name or your initials, or monogrammed into that spot right there. Now on this side, this is the Kuhn version of this knife, and Mr. Chuck, in his note to me, told me why the Kuhn is special to him. His father and him coon hunted a lot, and he's as passionate about coon hunting or hunting, period, as I am about, I guess, anything. And I hold no qualms against him for that. I wish I could hunt, but I'm handicapped, guys. I use a walker. I can't get out there like I used to. I get out there and roll with the best of them. But anyway, I opened this son gun up, and you can see on the blade it says Schrade scrimshaw, and also the tang stamp. Now they got these that come from, got a little salt on them, but that one right there says USA, and the tang stamp is SC 506. Absolute banger. Now the 206, which is the bone handled vintage, which this one is vintage too. This was oh Lord, I done forgot. I looked it up, but here's one of them deals. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that Granddaddy Barlow that Mr. Wally at Big Fish 7334 sent me. This is one that's going to go in the collection box and will never ever go away. I think them boys down at Deep South Cutler may be able to scrimshaw Big Jim in there, and I may get that done. Just because if I can, I can. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like that knife I get every month. It's just something. Of course, this is your standard 2-blade Barlow. Got your pin blade, and I don't know if Brother Chuck did a stropping on there or not. I mean, it looks like a factory edge, but he's kind of like me, man. He can't leave nothing long very long. Can't leave it alone but for a minute. And he's got to get in there when it get where he fits in there. So anyway, guys, that's my mail call for today. And let me tell you guys, that's not the only one I got. I've got 2 more. One of them I haven't been able to discuss, and I don't know that I want to be able to, but I might. The guy sent me a pocket knife, and I walked around for, I don't know, an hour or so, and I was standing in there by the microwave warming up some coffee, and my domestic partner walked up to me and said, "What's wrong?" And I just looked at her, man. It wasn't nothing else I could say. I mean, I didn't know. I didn't know what to say. So, and I still don't know what. But we'll get to that. So, all right, Barlow Brigade. I'm gonna ask y'all to please like my video. Please share my video, even if you send it to your enemy. I want you to comment on my video because I love getting out there and talking to y'all and telling y'all how much I appreciate y'all. I will leave a link to all of these guys. So that's Briar Patch. I can't even hold it. Briar Patch Blades. Mr. Chuck. Y'all go tell him, because he's gonna drag you through the patch now. That's what he's gonna do, because that's what a good cool y'all. It's a cool y'all, man. If y'all know if any of you out there are Cajun, you'll know what I'm talking about. Straight up, and that's a term of affection. Oh, well, I might as well give you. I forgot all about the eye candy. Look here, guys. GD, Granddaddy Barlow from the Musket series. It's a 2006 Remington Granddaddy Barlow. The whole reason I got the Granddaddy Barlow out there was because of Mr. Wiley. This is from the Musket series, Musket 1. And just a beautiful example of a Granddaddy Barlow. Can't go wrong with a Granddaddy Barlow. Actually, that's a hunting knife. A lot of people don't realize that, but that's what it was made for. People that love Barlows didn't have a knife big enough to go hunting with, so that the GD was brought out for that purpose. Anyway, guys, all these people that I mentioned, everybody, even Mr. Dan that sent me that slimline trapper, y'all get out there and tell them how much you appreciate what they do for the community. I am a blessed man. I want all y'all to know that. I'm going to say it one more time. I am a blessed man. All right. Well, so Big Jim, we're going to wrap it up here from the international headquarters for Everything Barlow. Got a new member of the brigade. And the only thing I got left to say is I hope all y'all are suffering from Barlow madness.